Hey guys, Sundown here. This is going to be my chapter review to One Piece 946. Let's see what it's called. Queen versus Olin. Now, I've been away for a while, a long while. Super busy. There's a whole bunch of different shit that's been going on. Gonna stop that call right there. And yeah, so just apologies for having been away. Hopefully, I'm gonna get back onto it. Starting with One Piece, my personal kind of um, favorite, I suppose. My the manga that I always come back to first. Uh, yeah, I'm wearing the headset as well, just because I think the mic will sound better. I hope, and a little bit cleaner. But we'll see how that goes. Also, you'll probably notice from my thumbnail, and I'll put it up on like screen right now. You'll probably hear the audio of my voice on top of uh, whatever image I pick from the artist who I've essentially asked whether I can use his artwork on my videos or in my videos, and he has graciously said yes. His name is Wafalo, Wafalo. I think that's how you spell it. I'll put a link down in the description and all that good stuff. But his artwork is amazing. He does One Piece, and I've seen some of his like Dragon Ball Z stuff with Majin Buu. But a lot of his work seems to revolve around One Piece for sure. I mean, there's Katakuri, Smoothie, Big Mom, Kaido, Luffy, all that good stuff, and it's just amazing. The art style is different. I'm not a very artsy person, so I can't tell you exactly what about it in terms of what he uses to paint it is different, but it just looks awesome, and I think you guys should take a look and say Sundown sent you, and that'll work out. Good stuff. Anyway, going into this One Piece chapter, because for some reason the battery of this camera seems to be low, even though I replaced it just a second ago. Let's go straight into it. So it's Queen versus Olin. So the first thing we see is Queen getting his ass handed to him by Big Mom, and you'll see him probably in Zonin's discussion if you guys have watched it. Go watch that; it's awesome. It's usually Zonin, myself. Uh, it's Matt. Look like it's Matt, Grim, and a whole bunch. Usually the One Punch guys on that kind of short conversation discussion podcast thing, and it's super awesome. We just discuss what we thought of the chapter, and you can usually hear my opinions of the chapter first there because I do that first, then I'll do my own reviews. But Big Mom kicks the shit out of Queen in his Brachiosaurus form. Yeah, he's a Brachiosaurus, and I'm not gonna lie. I saw this, I see it again now, and I'm still a little bit upset that Queen just got jobbed. He just got wrecked by Big Mom in like two shots, and then he reverts to his human form. He doesn't even assume like a hybrid form of being in a humanoid shape, but as a Brachiosaurus, which the Zone type users can do. He just gets wrecked, and like a lot of people are saying that Luffy got one-shotted by Kaido and Big Mom, and Luffy's like Katakuri's equal and stuff like that. But I'm just like, yeah, it's debatable whether he's Katakuri's equal and all that stuff. Yeah, he beat Katakuri in the end through sheer will, through essentially outlasting Katakuri. But had Katakuri gone in 100% from the beginning, I don't think Luffy would have survived. And you guys can debate that with me if you want. You can not. But if Katakuri had gone in with the intention of killing Luffy on the spot, I'm pretty sure Luffy would have died. And it seemed to me more like Katakuri was intrigued in this young pirate who was coming after a Yonko's head, who's on his own, essentially, in this mirror world against all these Big Mom people, and he'd saved his crew, and he'd been like, yeah, you guys go, I'll cover your backs, all that good shit. And he was intrigued by Luffy, so he wanted to see what Luffy could do. He wanted to see whether Luffy had the balls and the guts and the willpower to maintain a fight and sustain a fight against Katakuri, which is eventually why he lost and why he gained respect for Luffy. But if Luffy was versus Queen, I think Queen should be able to put Luffy down. Maybe not an easy fight, but he should be able to put Luffy down alongside people like King. Maybe not so much Jack. Jack seems to be the weaker of the three, um, but he's also pretty powerful. So once again, that should be a fight for Luffy that was good. But I think Jack should be able to be like, he should be put downable by Luffy. So coming back to the main point, I feel like Big Mom shouldn't just be able to. She should dominate Queen, but he should be able to at least pose some sort of challenge. He's literally just there getting his thrown around by his little big ass neck, and just gets wrecked in two shots. Nothing convincing in terms of any efforts against Big Mom. and he just gets wrecked. So I wasn't too happy about that. It wasn't really impressed, but that seems to be the way it is, and a lot of people seem to be generally fine by it. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being a little bit foolish here. I don't know. Kid and Killer, or Kamazo, I think was his name. Was it Kamazo? They're free of their kind of water torture. Well, not water torture, but drowning essentially, which is good. We then see Queen kind of shift back to his original form, while Big Mom looks and tries to find the jar of Oshiruko. We then see that all this damage that Big Mom has caused has broken the bars of the cage in which Kawamatsu had been placed. So you can bet your ass he's either gonna get out or he's already escaped. But he doesn't make an appearance this chapter. All we see is the fact that what the next thing we come to is that the Smale communicators, so these little Denden Mushi type things, can't communicate across Udon anymore, and they can't get in touch with Onigashima, which is where Kaido would be. So the reason for this is because Karibo, who is partnered with Raizo, he's essentially ingested through his swamp thing one of I think the boss Smale thing, which has essentially cut off all communication across Udon, and by extension across from Udon to Onigashima, I think. So from Udon to anywhere in Wano, it's cut off any form of communication, which is cool. Then we come to kind of Karibo's intentions and what he means to do, what are his motives. I think Karibo, like I said in the discussion with my boys Zonin and Grim, Karibo is just an opportunist. I don't think he's inherently evil, which is which won't make him like a straw hat or anything like that. He is just an asshat, so I don't think he'll ever be part of their fleet or anything like that. But as an opportunist, he'll go with whoever he can stay alive with. He'll go with whoever can save his ass and keep him functioning and in one piece. Yeah. So yeah, I think he'll just continue to do whatever he can. Raizo's gonna grab all the keys, free everyone in the prison, hopefully, and then we'll get like another kind of jailbreak essentially, same as Impulse Down. So Raizo's there trying to get these keys, and he wants to free his boy Kawamatsu, who he doesn't know is actually free. We then see Big Mom talking about the Oshiroko. She opens the jar and it's empty, and Luffy's just there like everyone's shitting themselves because they realize that Big Mom is she's incredibly pissed about the fact that all the Oshiroko has been eaten, so she needs someone to blame. She needs a scapegoat. Turns out Luffy can't keep his mouth shut, and she doesn't even need to scapegoat anybody. He just completely comes out straight with the fact that, oh yeah, I know how you feel. I want to have it again. That Oshiroko was delicious, and I'm just like, this is another little issue I have. I mean, it's comedic and stuff like that. I get that, but I feel like after the time skip, Luffy, like much like in Dragon Ball when Goku kind of trained with Kami for the first time, and he came back and he was a little bit more intelligent, a little bit more streetwise, able to communicate effectively with Bulma and stuff like that. I feel like Luffy was that after the time skip, and he should be a little bit more intelligent. But here, he literally gives Big Mom a reason to kill him, even though she was completely benign and had no reason to kill him. And I know Luffy doesn't know that, but that was the situation they were in. And Luffy's reasoning for this is, I didn't know I said that out loud. I just thought I was thinking it in my head, and I'm just like, really, Luffy should be a little bit more intelligent than that. But a key thing to remember, to note here, is that Queen is on the floor, still conscious, a little bit shaky, and he's also heard Luffy to say that he ate all the Oshiroko. So what I'm hoping is that Queen will get back up and at least try to do something against Big Mom, against someone, put in some sort of effort, and not just get two-shot. So Big Mom then goes on a rampage trying to kill Luffy. She makes mention of the fact that she was going to get all the Oshiroko and feed the poor people that had met her at the village. Was it Akuri? I don't know which village it was. It was one of the villages that she was in to begin with. But she was going to feed them. So Big Mom seems to have turned over a new leaf here for now. And she was going to share all this food with everyone, not just feed herself. So you see Okiku and Chopper, they're like shocked by the fact that Big Mom's showing this kindness, especially like about food. So Luffy and Hyogoro of the Flowers, the old Yakuza man, or the old Yakuza boss, they essentially get pushed out of the ring and their collars activate and they start beeping and they're about to get beheaded. And Luffy here is like, nah, I'm not going to let the old man die. I'm not going to die here myself. So using Busa Shoku no Haki, using the color of arms, he grabs a hold of the old man's collar, and he grabs a hold of his own collar. He tears them off and he throws them away, and they blow up. Exactly the same technique as the one which Rayleigh used to free Kami when she was in that fish tank, and then Luffy punched the Tenryubito back on Sabori Archipelago. Exact same thing. Luffy does that, and apparently, you see Hyogoro's reaction here. This is the type of haki that Luffy was using. So what we thought the form of haki Luffy was trying to use was essentially kind of using it as a shield around himself to kind of force field push things away, like the Yonko did with, I think, was it Whitebeard's attack, like we see Rayleigh do against an elephant, stuff like that. Like we've seen, I've forgotten that fat samurai, the marine-looking dude. I've forgotten his name, but he's got the huge axe and stuff like that. He was supposed to be able to be, or he was supposed to be learning that. It looks like this form of haki has taught him something else. So maybe it's kind of like, I'm not even sure, because I'd say it was a transferring of haki, like, you know, like how Zoro is able to transfer it over his sword, but then that would have just made the blades coming out of the collar sharper and killed Old Man Hyogoro a lot more effectively. So I'm not sure what has happened. I'm not sure what exactly happened here. You guys are free to explain to me or give me your own theories, but I'm genuinely unsure of what happens here. So then Old Man Hyogoro does what I think is really cool, and he says to Luffy, before you forget the feeling, you're going to repeat it. We're staying here. So with Luffy, and Luffy's totally against this, he's stood there and he's saying, with his back turned to Big Mom, a Yonko, he's seen how powerful she is. She just took out Queen 2 shots in this huge prison, which Queen is very well known in. He looks at Luffy straight in the eyes. He's like, strength blooms only in adversity. So he wants Luffy to practice this technique in the most dire of situations. If you want to grow, do it in the exact same situation. Practice it and essentially imitate the exact same situation in which you want to use it, and practice it then, because that's how you'll imprint and kind of, not really imprint, but that's how you'll remember these techniques more efficiently. So Luffy covers Hyogoro's back. Big Mom's about to punch him. He prepares himself, clads himself in haki, and he's about to take the attack. That's how the chapter ends. I thought it was a really good chapter. Probably not as good as the one before, but definitely building up to something awesome. So let me know what you guys thought of this chapter. Let me know what you guys thought of this review. Definitely go check out Wafalo. I assume it's Wafalo. I'm not sure how it's actually pronounced. I've never asked. I just think, Wafalo, Gruffalo, same kind of thing. And yeah, definitely go check out his Insta, his Twitter, all that good stuff. Let him know that you were sent, or you were told by Sundown to go check him out. Enjoy his artwork. Purchase his artwork if you're a fan of it. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff to both Wafalo, myself, and my boys Zonine, Grim, and everybody on the One Punch podcast. And I'll see you guys hopefully either tomorrow or Tuesday, where I should be getting to Taizai and My Hero Academia. So I'll see you guys in a bit.